Seniors, let's talk honestly for a moment. Many people are told that walking is the gold standard of staying active after 75. And yes, walking is wonderful for circulation, mood, and heart health. But here's the question few dare to ask. Can walking alone truly rebuild strength once muscle has already begun to fade? Can repeating the same gentle forward motion every day really train your body to react, stabilize, and protect you when life suddenly demands it? If walking were the complete answer, you wouldn't still feel your legs trembling when you stand up. You wouldn't hesitate before climbing stairs. You wouldn't feel that subtle instability when turning too quickly or stepping onto uneven ground. Deep down, many older adults sense this contradiction. You've stayed active. You've done what you were advised. Yet strength, balance, and confidence didn't fully return. Pause right now and notice something important. You didn't click on this by accident. Something inside you is searching for clarity, for a smarter path forward. Because movement is not the same as strengthening. Staying busy is not the same as rebuilding. Walking keeps the body in motion, but it does not always challenge the muscles responsible for stability, posture, and protective reactions. Instead of waiting until weakness becomes limitation, let's explore a different approach, one built around gentle, controlled exercises that activate the exact muscle groups walking tends to miss. Safe, simple, adaptable, especially effective for women and men over 75 who want not just to move, but to feel steady, capable, and strong again. In this video, we'll walk through 5 carefully selected exercises you can incorporate alongside, or in some cases, instead of relying solely on daily walks. These movements are ranked from supportive to essential, building progressively toward the one exercise that delivers the greatest overall benefit for strength, independence, and fall prevention. And stay with us, because number 2 may dramatically improve balance and reduce fall risk, while number 1 targets the muscles most responsible for protecting your hips and spine during everyday tasks. Before we begin, share something with us. Where are you watching from today? Your comment might encourage someone else who feels they're facing these challenges alone. Now, let's begin. Number 5. Dry land swimming motions. This first exercise surprises many people because it looks almost too simple. No equipment, no complicated setup, just a smooth, flowing arm movement that mimics a swimming stroke performed while seated or standing comfortably. Bring your hands together at chest level. Slowly extend your arms forward. Gently open them outward in a wide arc. Then return to the starting position. That's it. But simplicity does not mean weakness. When performed slowly and with control, this movement engages the shoulders, upper back, chest, and even the core. These are the muscles responsible for posture, reaching, pushing, and maintaining upper body coordination. Areas that quietly decline when not intentionally trained. The key is tempo. Move deliberately. Imagine pushing through water. Take about 4 seconds for a full stroke. Slow movement encourages deeper muscle activation and stronger communication between brain and body. Start with 10 repetitions. Rest briefly. Repeat 2 or 3 times. Over the weeks, you may notice greater shoulder comfort, smoother reaching motions, and reduced stiffness across the upper body. Because flexibility is not just about comfort. It's about preserving the ability to dress, lift, carry, and stabilize yourself safely. Number 4. Wall sit holds. Next, we move to the lower body, specifically the thighs and hips. Stand with your back against a wall. Place your feet slightly forward. Slowly slide down until you reach a comfortable seated position, as though sitting in an invisible chair. Hold. This is an isometric exercise, meaning your muscles engage without repeated movement. That makes it especially joint-friendly. No stepping, no impact, just steady strengthening. If 10 seconds feels challenging, that's perfectly fine. Strength rebuilds gradually. Add a few seconds each week. Over time, your thighs and hips grow stronger. These are the very muscles needed for standing up, walking confidently, and protecting the knees. Form matters. Keep your back supported, knees aligned with ankles. Breathe normally. Many older adults report improved stability and greater ease rising from chairs after practicing this simple hold consistently. Number 3. Resistance band chest openers. Posture influences far more than appearance. It affects breathing, balance, and spinal comfort. Hold a light resistance band with arms extended at chest height. Slowly pull outward, gently squeezing the shoulder blades together. Pause. Return with control. This movement strengthens the upper back, the muscles that keep shoulders from rounding forward. Over time, it can help you stand taller, breathe more freely, and reduce tension in the neck and mid-back. Think open and expand, not pull hard. Gentle control is more effective than force. Perform 15 repetitions, rest, and repeat. Good posture is not cosmetic. It's structural support for everything your body does. Number 2. Single leg balance practice. Balance is a skill, not a fixed trait. And like any skill, it improves with practice. Stand beside a chair or counter. Lift one foot slightly. Hold for as long as comfortable. 2 seconds. Excellent start. Balance training strengthens stabilizing muscles while sharpening the body's internal awareness. The nervous system becomes quicker at detecting shifts and correcting wobbles before they become falls. Stand tall. Look forward. Avoid staring at your feet. Practice multiple times daily. Progress slowly from full support to light fingertip contact. Confidence often grows hand in hand with stability. Number 1. Modified deadlift movements. Here is the cornerstone movement. Stand with feet hip-width apart. Push your hips gently backward while keeping your back straight. Lower slightly, then return to standing by pressing through your heels and engaging your glutes. This motion mirrors real life, picking up groceries, lifting laundry, retrieving items from low surfaces. It strengthens the posterior chain, glutes, hamstrings, and back muscles that protect the spine and hips. Start without weight if needed. Master the pattern first, because strength that supports daily living is the strength that preserves independence. Together, these exercises form a system: mobility, leg strength, posture, balance, and functional power. And the most remarkable part, they require no gym, no extreme effort, no intimidating routines, only consistency. Muscles respond to gentle challenge at any age. And weakness is not always a destiny. Sometimes it is simply a signal that different stimulation is needed. If this perspective resonates with you, continue with us. Now that you've seen the 5 key movements, the next question becomes practical. How do you actually fit these into daily life without feeling overwhelmed, tired, or discouraged? Because the truth is, even the best exercises fail if they feel complicated or exhausting. So let's simplify everything, creating a gentle weekly rhythm. After 75, your body thrives on consistency, not intensity. You do not need long workouts. You do not need sweat-drenched sessions. You do not need to feel sore to feel progress. Instead, think in terms of small daily investments. A few minutes here, a few minutes there. These short sessions are often more effective because they stimulate muscles repeatedly without overloading joints or draining energy. Here's a simple structure many older adults find sustainable. Morning, 3 to 5 minutes. Dryland swimming motions. Light resistance band chest openers. Why morning? Stiffness is highest after sleep. Gentle movement lubricates joints, improves circulation, and wakes up coordination. No rush. Focus on slow breathing and smooth motion. Midday, 2 to 4 minutes. Practice single leg balance. Balance responds to frequent, brief practice, like standing near a counter or holding a chair during a TV break. Remember, balance is neurological training as much as muscular. Every second counts. Afternoon, 3 to 5 minutes. Practice wall sit holds. Fatigue rises later, so keep it short and controlled. 1 or 2 holds stimulate thighs and hips. Quality over duration. Twice per week, 5 minutes. Modified deadlift practice. This is your strength anchor. Choose 2 non-consecutive days, like Monday and Thursday. Recovery is essential. Muscles rebuild during rest. Total daily time, often under 15 minutes. Spread across the day, it feels like movement, not just exercise. This mindset shift is powerful. Why short sessions work so well? After 75, the body responds best to gentle stimulus, proper recovery, repetition, and precision. Long sessions cause irritation and fatigue. Short sessions encourage consistency. Consistency builds strength, confidence, and independence. Safety first, always. Exercises should make you feel worked, not strained. There is a difference. Stop immediately if you feel sharp pain, sudden dizziness, joint instability, or breathlessness beyond mild effort. Mild muscle fatigue, perfectly normal. Burning joint pain, not the goal. Always move within a comfortable range. Your body is not being tested, it is being supported. If you have medical conditions, consult a qualified healthcare professional before starting. Common mistakes that reduce results. Even simple exercises can lose effectiveness if performed incorrectly. Let's correct the most frequent issues. 1. Moving too fast. Fast movements rely on momentum. Slow movements build muscle activation and control. Slower is stronger. 2. Holding the breath. This increases blood pressure and tension. Breathe naturally. Steady inhale. Steady exhale. 3. Chasing depth instead of comfort. Lower wall sit. Deeper bend. Bigger range. Not necessary. Comfortable, controlled positioning delivers benefits without stressing joints. 4. Comparing yourself to others. Your neighbor's progress is irrelevant. Your timeline is personal. Strength after 75 is rebuilt in layers, not leaps. 5. Expecting instant transformation. Progress is subtle at first. Maybe standing feels slightly easier. Maybe balance holds last 1 second longer. Maybe stairs feel less intimidating. Small signals, big meaning. How progress actually feels. Here's something reassuring. Improvement rarely announces itself dramatically. Instead, you may notice rising from a chair feels smoother. Turning while walking feels steadier. Less hesitation on uneven ground. Reduced stiffness in shoulders. Greater confidence carrying objects. These are real, functional victories, not gym achievements. life achievements, the psychological shift that changes everything. Weakness often creates fear. Fear reduces movement. Reduced movement accelerates weakness. This cycle is incredibly common, but gentle strength training interrupts it. When your legs feel stronger, you move more freely. When balance improves, anxiety decreases. When posture improves, breathing deepens. When confidence returns, life expands. Motivation without pressure. Forget perfection. Forget rigid discipline. Forget I missed a day, so I failed. Instead, celebrate consistency, not intensity. Accept fluctuations in energy. Adjust on low-energy days. Keep movements gentle. Even partial sessions matter. Something is always better than nothing. A powerful reminder. Aging does not mean your body stops adapting. Muscles still respond. Balance still improves. Strength still builds. But the stimulus must be appropriate, gentle, controlled, repeatable. In the next section, we'll explore something equally important: how these exercises influence fall prevention, joint protection, and long-term independence. Plus, the subtle warning signs that tell you which area your body needs most right now. Because your body is always communicating. Because understanding how to exercise is helpful. But understanding why these movements matter for your future is where transformation truly begins. The hidden chain reaction of physical decline, loss of strength after 75, rarely happens all at once. It unfolds quietly. First, a little hesitation standing up. Then, avoiding certain stairs. Then, reaching less often. Then, moving more cautiously. Not because you want to, but because your body no longer feels fully trustworthy. This triggers a chain reaction: reduced movement, muscle weakening, balance decline, fear of falling, even less movement. And here's the painful irony: the very instinct meant to protect you, be careful, often accelerates physical decline when it leads to inactivity. Gentle strengthening breaks this cycle. Why falls are rarely accidents. Many people describe falls as random events, but in reality, most falls are preceded by subtle warning signs: feeling unsteady when turning, grabbing furniture while walking, difficulty rising from low chairs, hesitation on uneven surfaces, reduced walking speed, avoiding certain movements. These are not just aging, they are signals of declining leg strength, core stability, balance reflexes, joint control. The exercises you've learned directly target these vulnerabilities. Balance, your body's early warning system. Balance deterioration often begins long before the first fall. And interestingly, many seniors don't notice it immediately because the brain compensates. You walk slower, take shorter steps, avoid quick turns. The body adapts until it can't. Single leg balance practice acts like a diagnostic and corrective tool. If balancing feels difficult, it doesn't mean failure. It means opportunity, because balance is highly trainable, even in advanced age. Strength, the foundation of confidence. Weak muscles don't just limit movement, they create uncertainty, and uncertainty changes behavior. You may begin to sit more, decline invitations, avoid outings, limit errands, move cautiously, not consciously, but protectively. Wall sits and modified deadlifts rebuild the muscular support system that makes everyday movement feel safe again. Confidence is often the first major return on investment. Posture, the overlooked stability factor. A forward-leaning posture shifts your center of gravity. This subtly increases fall risk. It also compresses the lungs, reduces breathing efficiency, and strains the neck and back. Resistance band chest openers help restore alignment. Better alignment improves breathing, visual orientation, walking mechanics, stability. Standing taller is not cosmetic. It is mechanical advantage. Mobility, the freedom multiplier. Shoulder stiffness and upper body tightness affect more than reaching overhead. They influence dressing, bathing, carrying objects, pushing doors, catching yourself during stumbles. Dryland swimming motions preserve fluidity and coordination where restriction often begins first. Mobility maintains independence. The nervous system, your silent partner. Here's something fascinating. Strength and balance improvements are not purely muscular. They are neurological. Your brain constantly updates movement patterns based on use, repetition, precision. Slow, controlled exercise enhances reaction speed, coordination, stability, reflexes. You're not just strengthening muscles. You're upgrading communication between brain and body. What real progress looks like after 75. Let's reset expectations. Progress may look like standing up without bracing, climbing stairs with less effort, walking with smoother rhythm, turning with more control, carrying groceries more confidently, feeling less fragile. These are profound victories because they restore participation in life. When improvement feels slow, some days you'll feel stronger, other days stiff or tired. This is normal. The aging body is more sensitive to sleep quality, hydration, stress, weather, recovery. Consistency matters more than daily perfection. Think long-term trend, not daily performance. The emotional side no one talks about. Loss of strength can feel deeply personal, frustrating, embarrassing, even frightening, but physical decline is not a character flaw. It is biology responding to reduced stimulus, and stimulus can change. No guilt, no shame, only adaptation. A gentle truth about aging. Aging is inevitable. Rapid deterioration is not always inevitable, especially when muscles, balance, and movement patterns continue receiving appropriate challenge. Your body still listens. It simply requires clearer signals, putting it all together. These 5 movements work as a system. Mobility gives strength, gives posture, gives balance, gives functional power. Each supports the others. Together, they create resilience. And resilience is the true goal after 75. Not extreme fitness, but stable, confident, capable living. If you've stayed with me this far, you've already taken a powerful step. You're rethinking what staying active truly means. And that mindset shift alone can change the trajectory of the coming years.